what mechanisms or measures are you putting in place that you would identify that Leo is the person who dumped his refrigerator or his mattress in a drain that's ended up at Asoko? How do you identify that?
Leo will not do that. But in any case, you see, there's something also called soft power. Now, government agencies lose some of their rights or respect because what they have to do, perhaps they have not done it well enough. So as we are going to Pelele, Asebe, we've spoken to almost all the MCs. It's the Asokwa MC. I think his confirmation was yesterday. So hopefully maybe today but the point is that at Asokwa Mampo and KME, they have already sent vans to go and tell the people around the place. This is what is going to happen. Number two, the MCs and the engineers and all the major stakeholders at the assemblies will be with us. So once we have done the deserting and we have communicated to you, let it not happen. And then ADMO, we have what we call Disaster Volunteers Group.
Okay.
We activate that. So they are living with you in the community.
Okay.
And they represent us. So once you are caught, you know,
this volunteers group,
like I said, we will just be speedy about it.
This volunteers group, I'm sure that they've been there for years. How come we've not been able to activate it and make them effective enough for us to be able to identify these people who dumped stuff into our
just like the disaster management committees, it's there on paper. We're activating it. So take our word for it. Once we are able to do this desalting, hopefully by the end of month, and get the streams to be clear.
Yeah.
In fact, to be risky for any person to try dumping.
You're talking big. You're talking tough. This is what we want to hear. But can we trust you that you're going to walk your talk?
In fact, this is one of the reasons I've declined all radio interviews for the whole week. I don't know how you got lucky.
The Lord is my shepherd all the
time. because I was hoping we had
done the
work yesterday night. And then this morning, I'll be able to report on it. That is why I've not spoken to the Adam, so they should pardon me. But we'll have a briefing.
There's a radio station there, what do you call that thing?
There'll be a briefing. You can say that, I cannot say that. There'll be a briefing at 10 o'clock before we really start the work. But the point is that we're focusing on substance.
Okay.
As for the form, you hear. If I wasn't here and we did the work, I'm sure you would still hear.
Yeah.
So want to speak after we do the do.
So my next question is, what does phase 2 entail?
Phase 2 now, and as we do, we expect it to excite people, assemblymen, MCs, and so now they will have to take up. And like I said, once they have the disaster management committees at their level, that's one of the tasks. Because even ADMO, our motto says prevention pays. Why wait for people to die? And I keep telling the companies that I meet, you see, you have your TV, you have your capital, maybe your hairdressing salon, blah, blah, blah. If we don't manage disaster or we don't prevent the floods, and you lose that, you know the best government can give you? One bag of rice,
oil,
a mattress. No, the oil is not guaranteed, but so you let's see rice and mattress.
Even the rice,
where will you put it?
But even the rice, do you have the rice available? We'll come to the
No, the government will borrow.
No, we'll come to
because of the sensitivity. Government will say, okay, contractor supply will pay you 90 days. But you see, you who lives there.
Yeah.
If you're not lucky, you will be at ground zero. And if you're not lucky, your wife will say, my husband has lost his house. The marriage collapses. We have orphans, or let me say, destitute children. The implications are too much. It affects our GDP, our personal economy, our sanity, and all of that.
Listen, I must give you commendation. I like what I'm hearing from you.
Thank you.
And for your information, every program that we have here is recorded.
Thank you.
So we'll come back and play to you one day. If you have been able to fulfill these pledges to us, we'll say thumbs up, kudos. We'll give you a pat on the back. But if you disappoint us, if you fail to perform, then we'll bash you. Because the way you're putting things, you're telling us here, and it's beautiful that if we don't work together, and the floods occur, we might all lose our livelihoods. It could be a barbering shop, you have a hairdressing shop, a tailoring shop, or something.
Yes.
Your house might be flooded, as has happened in Accra. And then you don't even have a place to lay your head. Your children will be struggling and suffering and all that.
So we went to airport. And we've spoken to a lot of the companies around the place, from the Ghana airport to DVLA to ECG to Jofel and the private companies, FT, manufacture, all of that. And that is the story I give them. I live across. So maybe when I'm going home, I'll get an issue. I can go find some hotel to live. But for you, that is your business. The total filling station, when Amunaga Junction flooded, could they work?
No.
The gas station, could they work?
And they should have. The
washing bay.
They say one of them should have gone away by now. They're both still there.
Yeah.
What's your plan for that?
Which one you mean?
When the floods at the Amunaga Junction floods came, per the reports and the recommendations, the gas station should go or the filling station should go. Just both still there.
Is the gas still working? I don't think so.
Are you sure?
I'll have to confirm.
Please confirm. Check for me.
But like I said, once you tell them this story, it touches their hearts and they understand. Okay, we are being pragmatic, so it's okay. We are ready to do it, but we don't have resources.
Okay.
So back us up. Okay. When we do it, you see, your staff cannot come to work when the place is flooded. You, the manager, when you close and you are going home and it's flooded, you bet me you can't go. Your kids are from school. They can't cross. Okay? And the businesses lose.
One of the things that you touched on that satisfied me has to